Hey, it's Dan Graetzy. My friends call me Graetzy. I'm the host of The Undercurrent, where we give airtime to people and issues that matter. If you're into this, throw me a like, subscribe, or a follow. This is my 3 things this week. First up, the ABC released their long-awaited documentary on the extremely recent history of the Abbott-Turnbull-Morrison regression. No huge revelations within, but most people have latched onto this absolute perler from former Deputy PM and unlanced Boyle Barnaby Joyce.
My personal view is people have 3 quadrants of their brain. They have academic intelligence, social intelligence, and sporting intelligence.
See, maybe that's why people call him Australia's greatest retail politician. Not only can he circumvent the laws of geometry and logic, but his 3/4 of a brain can also befuddle any kind of ethics or accountability. Here he is a few years back receiving a giant check for 40 grand from Gina Rinehart for, as far as anyone can tell, services rendered to Gina Rinehart. When he bothers to show up to Parliament, he may seem half-cut while carrying beverages. And he was paid $675,000 to be the special envoy for drought, a role invented by Scott Morrison, inventing roles being Scott's only appreciable skill. When asked to show proof of what he did for the money, he referred to a series of text messages he sent to the PM, but refused, and still refuses, to release the messages to the public. Somehow, this sun-dried goonbag sloshed his way up the ladder to at one point being the acting Prime Minister of a whole country. We have got to get better politicians. Next up, a quick follow-up on our latest episode about Georgie Purcell having her likeness besmirched by the Brains Trust at 9 News. Turns out when I described Hugh Nayland's apology as horseshit, that may have been a touch strong, thanks to some e-sleuthing by Nadia Brady, Cam Wilson, and Ben Jenkins, all of whom are well worth a follow. I've been alerted to the new expand feature in Photoshop. So, if by some chance 9 started with an image of Georgie that was cropped at the waist, and then asked Photoshop to expand the bottom of the image, it could explain what they ended up with, but that by no means lets them off the hook. They shouldn't be messing with people's likenesses, and I shouldn't be making dogmatic statements about the uncharted field of generative AI. Case closed. I never want to open Photoshop again. Finally, a friendly reminder that in the last 30 years, CEO pay has risen by 1,209%, compared with 15% for the average worker. This week, we had a small win in the fight against income inequality when a Delaware Chancery judge ruled that the $56 billion pay packet that local car salesman Elno Mux awarded himself in 2018 was unfair and a breach of fiduciary duty. So 3 cheers to Kathleen McCormick, and let's hope this is a sign of things to come. If you've got a story you think needs telling, hit us up at theundercurrent.com.